Well, hello and welcome to another day in Kuma's kitchen. And yes, I know it's summer, and I always say, hey, I'm not going to do any cooking in summer. It's all going to be cold dishes. But the burger urge overtook me, and I made these. These are Greek burgers. There's lots of feta cheese in there, tzatziki stuff. It's just look at this. One of these up here. Huh. I put them on big, thick ciabatta buns. Ooh, smells good, and they're absolutely delicious. I'm not going to bite in this right now because I want to be able to carry these home safely. All right. So, but finger licking is allowed. All right, let's go in the kitchen and make some of these right now. All right, so here are the ingredients for our Greek burgers. First of all, I've got over here is the burger itself ingredients. The tzatziki sauce, more feta cheese, and back here a bun. Let's go over that first. So you might usually get 4 smaller buns, but I couldn't get small ciabatta, and I love the ciabatta. It's nice and soft. They had this big one here, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. Good enough, that'll do. All right, that's going to satisfy my need for ciabatta. All right, let's go over the meat ingredients first, the patty ingredients. So across the front, what we've got here is 1 teaspoon of dried basil, a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, 2 cloves of garlic crushed, 1 egg, a half a tablespoon of olive oil. I've got here 2 ounces or 55 grams of feta cheese crumbled. I've got here a 1/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. That's what kind of holds the juices into your burger so it doesn't get dried out or anything. And then across the back here, that is 12 ounces or 340 grams of ground. And in my case, it's like I think it's like a 60% beef, 40% pork. Anyways, it's about a half and half. All right, now we've got so we've got all our patty ingredients. Let's go over here to make the tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki sauce? Is it called sauce? Tzatziki. Anyways, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 clove of garlic crushed, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, a half a cup of yogurt, 1 Asian cucumber, or it could be like a half of one of those big long English cukes. One's without seeds. You don't want seeds in it, so if you're using other cucumbers, you have to scoop the seeds out. With the Asian ones, you can just grate them as is. So grate it and then put it into a towel, like a kitchen towel, or, well, like that right there, one of my kitchen towels, and then just squeeze all the water out of it. That is the one thing of making this that is what I call, or we in Japanese call mendokusai. Mendokusai is kind of a wonderful word. It covers everything. It basically means it's a lot of bother. But it is delicious. Then here, this is 4 ounces or 110 grams of feta cheese crumbled, and that's going to be going on the bread. All right, so first thing I want to do, now let's get the bread off to one side over here, make a little room, because I want to mix up the patty. So everything goes in here. That means we got the meat in here. Oh, a little bit left. Come on. Here we go. All right. Put in the feta cheese, breadcrumbs, garlic. It's a little spot in the center there for that egg. And all I do is I'm going to chop that egg up a bit so it's like it's been beaten. You could beat it ahead of time outside, but there's no need for that really. You can just do it in here. That's it, it's done. All right, now we're going to add in the salt and pepper, the 2 herbs here, and then you just want to mix that up. So first, take a bit of a cutting motion through it all. Just bring it all together. After, is going to get right in there with our hands. But right now, I just want to get this going like this. You know, starting to bind together from the egg. Breadcrumbs are going to hold that in there, hold the juices in. It's going to be delicious. Got that feta cheese spread out through it, and more feta cheese afterwards. Oh, fantastic. All right, that's pretty well good enough for with a spoon. So what I want to do now, before I get my hands all mucked up, put the olive oil on here. Just a little bit, just to get things started. We don't need a lot. And then I'm going to bring this up to medium heat. It's about right about there. Just spread that oil around a little bit. And now, while that's coming up to heat, I'm going to get my hands in here. And what I do is I'll just bring that together, last minute squish together. This actually really feels pretty cool. You know, it's like, yeah, get in there, mush, mush. And then break it in half, and then in half again. What we're going to end up with is 4 patties. They're not going to be too huge because we're just about right for that, for a quarter of that ciabatta. Perfect. Well, this one's going to be a bit bigger than that one. Good measuring, Kev. There we go. All right, add some of that meat to that one. That's looking pretty good. Split this in half. All right, that is just about ready over there. It's getting hot. Okay, in they go. And then what I want to do now is I just want to kind of dimple down the center. Because what happens always with hamburgers, you don't do this, they get rounded and then they'll cook so nicely on the other side. Because they swell up in the middle more than the edges. So just always dimple them a little bit in the center. And that will even everything out. All right, so we're going to cook that about 3 to 4 minutes on medium. And we'll be back to flip them. All right, while those are cooking, let's mix up our tzatziki sauce. So I'm going to put the cucumber into a bowl. So we need a bit of a bigger bowl so we got enough mixing room. The yogurt. Then the garlic, the dill, and the salt. And just mix it up. So that's going to be all ready to go. All right, that's looking good. Put that off to one side here. Same with this. And while we're at it, let's cut this guy into quarters. So, yeah, about there. And about there. About like that. That smaller burger is going to go in that one. All right. Then, all you want to do, split these. All right. Ooh, a little piece of cow. All right. We'll be back in a minute when those are ready to flip. Smelling good. Those are ready to flip. So, oh, look at that. Beautiful browning on there. All right, I'm going to cook them for another 3 to 4 minutes on that side, and then we're ready to put our burgers together. All right, those guys are about ready. Turn that off. I don't want mine too overcooked. I like a pretty undercooked burger. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take the tzatziki and spread that onto these. They're a little heavy, but not bad. Okay, then put a burger on each one. All right. Then we'll get a little bit more tzatziki on here. Not too much on the top because I get the cheese on there too. So just a little bit, just to kind of more than anything, just to kind of wet up the bread a bit. You're gonna have some tzatziki left over, but you know what? That stuff is good, just like this. Oh, I love it that way. All right, now smoosh that on there. You got to kind of squish it into place because otherwise it's going to fall out. Some more of that. That in there. Look at that. Oh. The flavor. Just love feta cheese. All right. So it's handy to keep a towel nearby when you're making these. It does get a bit messy. Okay, put that together. Ooh. Yes. And look at the juice squishing out of there. Oh, that's going to go soaked up into the buns a bit. Oh, delicious. All right. And there we go. Greek burgers. And look at this. We've got a little bit of, really, this is heavenly. There's a little bit of feta cheese left over. So what I do with the feta cheese is I put it into tzatziki. Okay, a little bit of leftover each. And then chef's reward. Yeah. Oh, that is delicious. So that's my salad. Actually, tonight we're having potato salad with this. There's also a nice little side dish for this. All right. So that's it. These are ready to be devoured. All right, if you like this recipe, please, let me know with a like. And also check around. There's a lot more here on Kuma's Kitchen, all original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes. And make sure if you're first time here and you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss any upcoming tasty recipes. Now, go make these and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.